Yogurt time. While I was editing the vlog, I finally hit feedback number 3,000, so that's pretty exciting. This area over here and this area over here is now all tidied up a little bit, so it's just I finally have all of my drawers back. So then with that, then I guess I could just start processing a few small orders from here, because I mean, I can get to this stuff anytime, and then by the time I get to, say, for example, this drawer here, then I can just quickly go over here and then grab the rest from the drawer once I get to it, if there's anything else and stuff like that. And so then it'll provide a little bit more room, and then I can get to this stuff over time, because I've been working on these containers now for a while, and if you don't have any breaks or difference in what you list, then it sometimes makes you go crazy. Yeah, so then just to break up the monotony a little bit, I'll just start with this one now. So what is in this lot? I think I've already showed what's in here a few times, because I've almost gotten to listing this several times. Yeah, we've got like this one here with the super expensive torso and stuff like that. So I guess I'll get to this lot here then. So only 2,000 more feedback until I become a level 7 seller. I mean, that's, I guess you can call it kind of like levels, although that's not necessarily what it is. It's just different feedback bricks based off of how much you have for feedback. And I like to call it level 6 because it sounds cooler. Currently there's only, what was it? 9, I want to say, level 10 sellers, and currently I'm level 6, so I'm slowly getting there, but every single increment becomes exponentially larger. So yeah, I'm only at 3,000, which is still quite a little bit away from level 7, and then after that, to finish level 7, I need to get 10,000, and then to finish level 8, I need almost 25,000, then level 9, 50,000, and level 10 is 50,000 and above. So yeah, there's quite a big difference in the different levels. So yeah, then let's get to this one. Let me just set the phone down for a second so I can open up the bag. So let's see what is in here. Let's dump this out real quick. And let's first just do an overall quick quality check. It does seem like most of the items in here, I mean, there's some damage, but most of it still is shiny, for lack of better words, and it isn't looking like something that a 5-year-old had for their collection for the past 10 years. So that is always promising when you see stuff in very nice condition. So there is that. A lot of mismatching and stuff like that, but that's quite normal. So let's see here. That's the wrong hair. I know that. That's custom minifigure. That's custom. Well, that means the wrong head. That one should be good. This one might be good. That one's good to go. This one here, yeah, I might need to replace the legs. Lone Ranger, for some reason the inside of his hat is always a little bit dirty, and it is this time as well. But yeah, then this seems like a fun one to get to, so I guess I'll start on this one then. But yeah, I don't know why I bought this lot in particular. It's probably just a decent price for the contents that were included, so that's good. This here is a unique head. Is it Lego? It is Lego. Let's actually look that one up real quick. I have never seen that blue mask before. So recognize the camera. Okay, let's set this right there, and then scan. While we're waiting for that, even though it's already done, put that bag in the recycle. Let's see here. Well, it's trying to find everything. Let's try removing the torso, because it keeps finding the torso. 1 second, I need 2 hands for this, so one moment. 1 second. There's that. Okay, there's the correct face. It's from Trickster. Don't know if that's a rare one or anything. $3, not bad. Which one is Trickster though? Never heard of him before, and he is not in here at all, so I'll probably just end up listing the head. Okay, that's interesting then. He's from some gear, so he's what you got when you bought the original Batman Lego Justice League. Well, I don't know why I said Batman, but Justice League Lego movie. So interesting, I guess, that I find his head in here. But yeah, then I guess I'll get to listing. Seems like a lot of the minifigures are from the set 9247 Community Workers. This one, 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 and this one. And others that I haven't quite gotten to, like most likely this one, this one, this one, this one. Actually, no, not that one. This one. Actually, that is the same as the other one that I was trying to piece together. This one here. Yeah, it's just a lot of them. Probably this one as well are just from that set, so that's interesting. So I was able to rebuild the Lone Ranger, so I'll get him into his spot real quick, right over there, so that's done. So yeah, it's back to listing those guys. So I just finished processing all of the parts, one minifigure for eBay, and so this is what the results were. Overall, a lot of those minifigures were in nice condition, so that's good. Ended up being $159.12, so I'm just going to add a few more things to this upload that weren't part of this, and then I'm going to upload these to Bricklink. Just finished uploading the file, and I thought it would be enough to push me above 17,000 lots for sale, but I had an order or two in the past few days which pushed it lower, and then now it's at only 16,980, so I'll still try to make it my goal today to hit 17,000. Well, another order just pushed it down even more, so at this point I don't know if I'll hit 17,000 today. I'm syncing the store up on one page, and while I work on that, I guess I might as well start on the next lot. So let's see here. This one is as good as any, I guess. So yeah, I'll work on this. Actually, before I start on this one, there's this one here which is just a really weird mess. They like put everything in a little wrap and then just put it in the bag and stuff like that. So I'll get to this one first, and then if I have time after that, then I'll get to this one here. And since I list on Brickstore now, then I can actually work on syncing up the store while I list. So that's always good for once, because otherwise I just have to sit here and not really do anything for a while. But I can at least continue with this listing while that's syncing up. So I just went through the first one, and it was 25-ish minifigures, almost all Star Wars, so that was good. And then an unexpected find, which I didn't even notice was in there, and yeah, it is Lego, was the white Boba Fett torso and legs. I would normally just try and piece them together, but his helmet's like 20, 30, or yeah, closer to the $30 mark. And he all in is about a $60 minifigure, but I should be able to get about $20 each for his torso and legs. So I just decided I'll add him, part him out, then a random armor neck piece thing. I have no idea what that's from. It's just on a random minifigure. And then I believe this is a Jango Fett head. Let me actually just check really quickly, 1 second. Camera. I could type it in, but that takes all the fun out of it. Okay, I guess I took it at a bad angle. Recognized, did not get it. Let's try this again. There we go. Right here, it is this head. It is from Jango Fett or Boba Fett, the green one, or maybe it's the silver one. It is a silver one, or gray one, or something blue. I don't know. So let's see here. It is a $3. Not the most, not the worst, but it is not bad. Not a bad find. What's the other one used in? Just a couple Misk Jango Fetts. And Boba Fett. Let's see, are any of these things? Well, actually, no, this one I don't have the torso. This one here I've already got listed on eBay, and this one as well. So, yeah, might as well just list this one as well then, and then I'll get to the next one. So let's see what's in here. There's a lot of friends in this one. Well, not a lot, but a decent amount, and so might as well add some of these. I'm not sure if that has dimensions on Bricklink yet, so I'll take a look at that when I get around to listing it, but most of these seem at least somewhat complete. A lot of hair pieces missing, though, so not sure how many of those I'll be able to complete. And then also a bag of more regular minifigures. Looks like some of the Friends hair pieces are in here, so I'll be able to get some from there. And then just a good variety of other figures. A couple Star Wars. That looks like an interesting head there. Let's see who that is from. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'm thinking Harry Potter. I'm not sure yet. So I had the scanner thing just barely showing the head, and it's now scanned for the torso. Like you can see here, it's only showing the head, and here it shows the whole torso. So I'll try adjusting this. Actually, let's try for scrolling down a little bit. Yeah, it's only showing for the torso, so let's pull this down a whole bunch so that it's barely on screen. For the other part, still not really showing anything. Okay, well, I'll do it off camera. I'll be right back. It looks like I was correct. It is a Harry Potter minifigure. It is someone called Vernon Dursley. Never heard of him. So let's see, from 2020. So it's relatively new. Okay, I think for this set here, I have parted it out. I guess I've sold out of the minifigure then, because I know I parted out a couple copies of that. And then looking at the legs, there's a piece of dry Play-Doh or something in there, so I'll have to see if I can clean that up. But overall, it was just a decent lot. This one here I actually got relatively cheap. I don't remember the exact price, but I do remember that it wasn't too bad or anything like that. It looks like some Death Trooper legs there. The torso and head are not too happy, but the legs seem to be somewhat decent. Only a little bit of damage. C3PO, I always sell him and stuff like that, so it's always good to have more, and it seems like a somewhat decent haul here, so I guess I'll get to work on these. So I didn't notice when I was looking at it earlier, but look at that. Let's get that to focus. The whole head is cracked. How do you manage to crack a C3PO head like that? That is crazy. So I just scanned in all of this stuff here. I honestly don't even know if I probably won't be able to get it tonight. I'll try to see how far I can get though. And when I was first heading, I accidentally left the pricing at $6.49. So everything was priced at $6.49. So now let's actually update it though to see what it is worth. And so that is done now. A couple of them don't have 6-month sales average for them, I guess. But it's $149. A lot of them, well, 5 of them, I think that is, no, 8 of them don't have 6-month sales average prices for used. So now I'm going to go ahead and work on some of these. I don't think I'll be hitting 17,000 lots for sale this week, but I'll try. But yeah, this here is what I ended up getting pulled out from the second lot, plus the few mixed in from the first one. And yeah, I'll get started, I guess. So I won't be able to get to these tonight, probably. Well, I mean, I might start on them, but I won't be able to get them uploaded tonight. It doesn't look like much, and it isn't too much, but it still is, well, it's at 55 to 85, so 55, 65, 75, 85, no, 55 to 65, 65 to 75, 75 to 85. So yeah, there's still 30 things here left, and I've got 5 minutes or so, so I don't have time to finish these tonight. But what I can do is I got up to this one right here. So if I select all of these, I think I can go File, Export, and then this should copy those ones only to the XML, and Bricklink seems to be running a bit slow, and so while that's loading, I'll get a container for these guys so I don't lose them. Bricklink's still loading up. Let's just put these guys in a container. Put that container over here. I have 3 minifigures for eBay. There's a Lego Movie one, a Obi-Wan Kenobi, and an Elsa. I think that's who that is. So that stuff's for eBay. Okay, this is not loading. Let's try again. Exit that. File, export, and open. Will it work this time? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let me try going to Bricklink normally. And Bricklink normally isn't working either. So, don't know if I'll get any of this uploaded then. I'll keep trying, and if I make any progress, I'll let you know. So it just seems like when I follow that link from there, it just doesn't work. So I went to the page manually, and it seems to work fine on this page. So let's see here. We got that one to consolidate. Any others? I'm not thinking so. Nope. Okay, so then this here's in drawer 452. This red one, just looked at this the other day. So this goes into drawer 570, which is over here. So actually, no, that isn't one I just listed then, because that drawer would be more full. So I guess that's just some old stock, I guess. So then that is good there. So then I can go scroll down, $141.23. Upload. That's uploaded now. And so then I am finally past the 17,000 lots for sale mark. It's been a long time since I don't think I've ever actually, no, I haven't been at 17,000. So it's been a long time since I've hit a new 500 record. Well, it's not too long of a time. It's been a little while, but that's nice to finally be at that. And the page I opened up for the duplicate thing is just not loading. So that's part 92257. Yeah. Well, now nothing seems to be working. So, who knows about that? Well, I managed to update the remarks on my phone, but now it seems like everything's not working because Google, YouTube isn't loading either. Except I'm a bit concerned because I did start syncing up this last batch on Brickpacker, but Bricklink works fine on here, so I don't know why whatever's happening is happening. But it's happened before, so I'm not too concerned. I just hope that it doesn't mess anything up through Brickpacker. And now everything seems to be working fine, and Brickpacker just successfully did that stuff, except for the normal one that there's always one that just can't pair for some reason. So I'll ignore that on the syncing thing, but then yeah, it's working fine. Just getting to work today, and today might actually be the first day in a while that I'm actually down to work before 2 p.m. So that's a first in a while. Because I finally ended up, because I wake up, I am such a light sleeper, like the slightest sound in the world wakes me up when I sleep. So finally ended up just going to the eBay room. There's a stack of blankets in the corner, and just basically threw those blankets all over the hallway upstairs to prevent any sound effects and stuff like that. Because when people are talking downstairs who wake up before me and stuff like that, I can hear it and it wakes me up from my sleep. So I threw a whole bunch of blankets in the hallway, and I finally was able to sleep. Good. So that's that, and almost knocked over some drawers there. These have to be brought upstairs because yesterday there's like a massive bumblebee just flying around, so we had to grab a container, then we held it against the wall, and then after that we had to get something to put on the other side to trap it in so we could throw it outside, and we thought that would work, but it didn't. I already got these lights. I need these lights now. But then I was able to make good progress in the code yesterday, so that was all good fun. Then I got two things in the mail today. One was the order with the penguin torsos, so hopefully these guys aren't cracked. There's about 40 of them. Hopefully at least one is usable, along with some pink hands and a couple other odds and ends. Then I also picked up this one here, which, let's get it out of its packaging. There we go. I went to this store for this helmet right here. It's one of the dual molded helmets, if I'm not mistaken. Or actually, this might be a different one. I don't know yet. But it's a helmet for the mold thing. And then there's also this minifigure type thing here. And then I picked up a couple other odds and ends. So there's that stuff. I am expecting another order in the mail today. Still, so there's that. But you'd be surprised how long it takes to encode, be able to figure out how to put it so that if someone enters the wrong password or email, that it just says error, wrong email or password. It took, I want to say, 15 hours or maybe 20 hours to finally get that to work, but that was able to be resolved finally. So yeah, I guess I'll probably just clean up the code a little bit first and then see if I can get some stuff done here with that, and then I'll get to processing orders. So yeah, YouTube's being weird because there's a response to the one comment, but whenever I go to the video to try and respond to it, there's just no comment there anymore. And I went to the actual video itself, and there is no original comment or anything like that. It still says that there's 11 comments, but it doesn't show all 11 comments. So sorry that I'm not responding. It just, YouTube just is deciding to not show all the comments. Yogurt time. Okay, so next up, I think I'm going to finish with the container I started at the end of last week. And then we're rebuilding minifigures. I had this one here. I bought a part to rebuild it for eBay, and then I went to relist it. And then I noticed that I already had it for sale, so I accidentally had two of them because when I when I had it on eBay, I sold out, and then it took forever to get the part to rebuild it. So in the meantime, the listing ended on eBay. So when I went to search it up before I listed the new one, nothing showed, but then I still bought this part, and then I went to look for the minifigure in the eBay container, and then it was there. So I now have two of them. So I got rid of the card from the duplicate, but then I'll just list them with Brickstore and stuff like that real quick. Then in the comments, there's some tips about Brickstore for checking the one thing. So I will take a look at that and see if I can do anything about that. But I will work on this stuff here now. And then after that, I guess it's time to list whatever's next, whether it's one of those containers or one of these things. Just finished getting all of the remarks and stuff added for the latest for the leftover stuff in this container plus the one minifigure. So now it's file, export to Bricklink. So then paste this here and verify, and then see if there's anything to consolidate. I don't think there is going to be. Nope, nothing, but that is $55 in 29 new lots uploaded. So the store is slowly getting to the point where hopefully it will stay above 17,000 lots. So the question is, when or if will I hit 17,500 lots, as that's the next goal. My goal is by the end of the year to hopefully hit 20,000 lots for sale, but I don't know if I'll be able to hit that, but who knows, I'll try. Alright, so now that that's done, I can put that container away, and then it's time to start on the next thing. What to do next is the question. There is this one here which does look interesting, and I might start on it. I'm not sure. Let's see what the other options are. There is, well, this stuff is from this box here. I'll put that back in there. Where is this one from? Does that, I don't even know if that would fit in this bag. Huh, let's see, what is, actually no, I think this one here is from this here as well. What is in here? It's just a small package. Anything particularly interesting in here? There's a sand green dragon thing, that's decent. But I'm not really seeing too much of anything super rare or anything like that, so I have no idea why I got this one, because there's just a decent price or something like that. So what to go with then? I might end up just going with this one here then, or something like that, because this here is 100 Ninjago minifigures, plus a few others, like there's this here, so the Geonosis Trooper and stuff like that. But you can't go wrong with 100 Ninjago minifigures. So I might work on this one then. Yeah, might as well work on this one then. Alright, let's dump it out and see what is actually all in this slot here. This slot was actually a decent deal. I got it for like only 120 USD, I want to say, or something like that. So overall pretty cheap. And it does seem like a lot of the stuff is in quite nice condition. There's some hairs mixed in. Part of me hopes that they're human hairs, because I know that dog hairs, cat hairs, and stuff like that make me sneeze like crazy. So who knows about that, but I'm going to have to make sure I get rid of all these. But there's so many of them, they've got to be dog hairs. I mean, it might be only cat hairs I'm allergic to. I have no idea, but sometimes I just sneeze like crazy when there's hairs and stuff. But I am seeing stuff like this here, and if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember, was there the Oni mask in here? Because I know that the Oni mask from that one goes for quite a bit, and I can't remember if I saw it. I think yeah, here it is. This here is the one Oni mask. So let's search that up. Oni, that might not be, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. And then it's this guy right here. So yeah, this minifigure is already up to $42. I still remember seeing this set here. You could get it from Lego. Here's a better photo, or well, here's a photo. But you could get this set from Lego. There's a limit of 99, and they were on super clearance for like $10 a piece. My sister picked up a couple of them, and when she started selling them, she was selling them for like $50 a piece, and they're selling well. But we only got like 3 or 4 of them and stuff like that, because I was like, you know what, these guys here, they just look so plain. I parted one out in the past. Yeah, I sold the mask, but nothing else really sold, so I didn't really think that these guys would go too much or anything like that. But then they just started going up and up and up, and now the set itself sells for $63. It's crazy. So yeah, that's hindsight is 2020, but yeah. Oh yeah, and this guy here is actually missing packing dimensions. So where did I just see him? Right here. So if I grab this and put it on this guy and then remove the swords, then I can actually add the packing dimensions for this guy here. So that's nice. But yeah, then I'm just going to go through all of these here and see what I can set aside for eBay, what goes to where and everything like that. But yeah, just try to get this stuff listed and processed. So I just got this stuff here added to a brick store file, and there's still more stuff in here that I'll add, like this plastic thing and stuff like that. But I'm just leaving this here because I know some of these here I can go to rebuild eBay, so I might need some of these accessories and stuff like that. And a couple of them I do have to take apart, like this one here. So I'll separate this one, and then I can delete this, and then this. Well, actually no, that head's right here. Oh well. And stuff like that. So some of them are still missing a few parts, and I accidentally priced a whole bunch at 0.002 cents a piece. But now I can go ahead and select everything, and for this entire lot, let's actually check real quick. eBay purchase history, and then okay, right here, this one here was a really good find. I got it all for $157.50 USD, which is a pretty good deal. And some of these parts here these figures are just completely damaged. I had to throw one of them out, but some of them are damaged, so a lot of these are going to be getting removed, but it should still be decent. So let's see right here. Okay, that's done now, so we can see it is at $564 for these at just a 6-month sales average, but some of these are going to be going to eBay. Like I know this guy here, he is $9.84 on Bricklink, but I actually need him for eBay right now, and on eBay he sells for about 17.5 bucks or so. So this here is definitely a really good find. So yeah, I'll continue working on some of these things. And then for this one here and this one, I believe, I actually can use these to add 4 dimensions to Bricklink real quick, so I'm going to work on that. But yeah, then overall good progress, and this is definitely a good find. Just got my DHL package in the mail, so let's see what is inside. Grab the knife. I'm just going to set the phone down for 1 second while I quickly cut this open. And right here. All right, that's done. Putting the knife away. Okay, let's see. 1 second. There we go. Right here. We can open this up now. Set the paper on the side. Okay, so yeah, this one here was got some of these thingamabobs. I do not remember ordering those, but I kind of do remember now. So there's that, and then there's these compound bows finally. Then there's a couple of these thingamajigs, 4L bars in transparent neon green. Then a couple 4L bars in transparent neon orange. And then this here, well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily the reason per se I went to the store, but it was one of the reasons or something. But it's the transparent red techno blades, so I was able to pick up those guys. Then some Joker hairs, because mine are always in horrible condition whenever I get them in a lot. So there is that. And then also some of these thingamajigs here. What are they called again? I have no idea. Well, they're for these Ghost Warrior guys. So there is that. So yeah, just got that one thing in the mail today. Oh, well, I already got the other stuff in the mail, but that's the one thing from DHL in the mail today. So then I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drawers from over here. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7th drawer. And then I can get this stuff listed again, and then I can take out what I need first, and then I'll have enough of this stuff for hopefully a long time. So I just quickly finished processing the order. I ended up using some of these guys, one of these guys. I set one of these guys aside. I used some of these guys. So realistically, only this one and this one. I mean, this one here I'm going to be using in the future most likely. I know I have a lot of figures that use it, although at this time I had enough from other used ones, so I didn't use these guys here. But then I know hopefully in the somewhat near future I'll be using these guys as well. So yeah, that's why I got these parts. So they're all going to get used. But now these new ones can get put away. I took out all of the Ninjago minifigures that I knew that there's a chance that I have parts for from the waiting for parts container over here to see if I can complete any of them over there. But yeah, then I'm going to now put some of these guys away. So mostly from this lot, and then I think there's one from the order, I was able to add a few dimensions, so now it's down from 964 to 959. So slowly this year is going to hopefully one day be finally completely finished. Although it won't ever be really fully finished, since every single year more figures are added, and then those ones, then someone will have to add them, and they aren't always added. It says you can go by date here, and then down, And then you can see some of the more recent ones don't have it yet. They'll have it soon, most likely, but they don't have them yet for some of them. So yeah, it will just continue to stay like that for a while, but slowly, hopefully they'll be finished over time. So yeah, this is a sneak peek of my old work. I used to do a whole bunch of scrap metal stuff, and still got a whole bunch of it just left here still. Had all the containers up here and stuff like that. Never really put too much away because my dad still just picks up a little bit of stuff every now and then just keeps the metal from inside. So probably going to do one last trip eventually whenever we've got enough, and then it'll all be cleaned up. But yeah, there's just lots of stuff here from all the stuff. Like I got some brass here. Can take a file to it to just confirm it isn't coated, but almost guaranteed this isn't coated or anything like that, and then gets put in the correct container. And then whenever we would have a van full, we would bring it to the scrap metal yard. We got electrical stuff here, circuit boards from computers and everything like that. A whole bunch of wires, stainless steel, although no, this here is not stainless steel. It's just normal metal that goes in that container. Stainless steel is over here. There isn't really too much of it usually. Then just a whole bunch of this, that, and another thing. Got some batteries, a whole bunch of heat sinks, more batteries, wires, aluminum extrusion, motors, everything like that. You can think of it, it's in the garbage somewhere. Found plenty of computers, DVD players, expensive stuff, cheap stuff. And if you can think of it, it's been thrown out countless times. Apple keyboards and everything. So you have some more copper here, more wires, just copper everywhere. Copper used to be one of the best ones. I'm not sure what the prices are nowadays, but these things get taken apart quite often. The yokes from old CRT TVs and motors from fans, stuff like that. Those are always good fun to take apart. Transformers from microwaves are good as well, but although a lot of those are now aluminum instead of actual copper. So yeah, here's some stainless steel stuff. This one's empty. This one's mostly empty. Just a little bit of brass. Copper number 2 is quite full. So yeah, copper number 2 is basically all the stuff that's coated in something and stuff like that. Meanwhile, copper number 1, you can see the big difference. This here is the uncoated copper. That is basically, well, it's not pure copper, but it's mostly copper, and it doesn't have all those coatings over it or solder marks or anything like that. So yeah, I always had to separate that stuff. And then I think it was in the brass here is where I would also sometimes put, do I have an example here? No, most of these are cut, but the prongs on the ends of power cords, you would be able to rip those things off. Just put it in here, and then you can grab a pair of pliers and then twist it off and stuff like that. That stuff would go in brass and stuff, although I'm not sure if, oh wait, is this the container? No, this is more batteries. But yeah, like those prongs there, those are brass and stuff like that. So if you can get them cleaned and stuff, that's clean brass and stuff like that. So yeah, just lots of stuff here. Never ended up really cleaning it up too much. Look at that coon out there. These guys in the city definitely know how to eat. So let's see there. And there's a bird over somewhere right there. But there's a coon over there. I don't know why this thing doesn't focus too well. Let's zoom out so it can focus again, and then zoom in a little. Why is it getting so blurry? This makes no sense. Oh, I'm at 9 times zoom. Okay. But yeah, look at the coon over there. What's he gonna do is the question. He's looking at us. Those are extremely thorny bushes over there. So what's he gonna do? Oh, there's the broken windmill. Okay. Oh, is there a huge hole in our fence? Oh no, he's climbing over the fence. Okay. He climbed up and out of here. Okay. Interesting. Or is that him still there sitting on the fence? Yeah, that's him. He's walking across the fence. You can see it through the fence over there. Still moving a little bit. He's walking further and, well, oh, he's in our neighbor's backyard now. Oh, there's a hole in our fence. Oh no, that's just a plant. But then, oh, he's gone now. It's always good fun when you have 5 of the same minifigure, but they're all in completely different conditions. This minifigure was just in a set last year or so, and I have several of the other minifigures in this lot, such as this one here, and where's the other one? It's, which one? I know who it is. I'm just trying to find it again. It's hiding for some reason. It's right here somewhere. Oh yeah, this guy right here. They're from the one set here. Let me get it up real quick. This one here is just released not that long ago, it was last year. And already, let's see if the camera will pick it up. You can partially see it, but that side of the torso is cracked. And let's get that to focus. So yeah, that side of the torso is cracked, that side of the torso is cracked, and the head has multiple nicks and dings and stuff like that. So, like, how does the torso crack after, like, half a year? That's just crazy. So I finally just finished with the pile here. A lot of it did end up going into a whole bunch of drawers over there because there's no reason to duplicate list it, because I have, for example, in the Shark Army, I have this guy here and he's in the drawer here, but then if you, 1 second, okay. But then if you look over there, that bottom container over there, that was also filled with more of him and stuff like that. So a lot of those did end up just going into their containers and stuff like that. And apparently I can't put this on the shelf here. Then I'm going to now just sift through this and put most of it away and stuff like that. And then I'm going to see if I can list a few things like this here and stuff like that on Bricklink real quick. On to Brick Store, to list on Bricklink. Ended up, I need to get his headgear, but the one store I order from quite often does have it in stock. So I'm just going to add it to the pile over here and then pick that up there. So that one did go to eBay. So there's just those ones to eBay there, and so now I'm going to just clean up this pile, put some stuff away and stuff like that, and then the Brick Store file will be ready to upload. Oh yeah, and almost, well, not almost everything, but almost, well, yeah, almost everything was damaged. This here is the garbage stuff, and as you can see by the amount of remarks, a lot of them were just badly damaged. There's like I was writing an essay for some of these, like it's 3 lines plus. Well, actually, no, 3 lines might be the max. Nope, this one here, it just continues on even more and stuff like that. But yeah, some of these here were just crazy confusing damage to describe, but that's done now, so now I can get to these things here, and then I can call it a day. So I just finished with the last additions. It was basically from this down, so these items here that were added. So now I can go file, export, and this. So let's see here, paste and verify, see if there's anything to consolidate. This one is, see if there's anything else. Nope, nothing else. All right, so now this here was in 455 over here, and it is this part right here. If I can get it. And this goes into, let's put that back, and then this goes into 410. And then someone was talking about how the, in the one comment about how to see if something's already in your inventory on Brickstore, but it is really confusing. So I do think I will stick with this method, and I'll stick with parting sets out directly onto Bricklink. It just seems to work simpler and stuff like that, at least for me. So I think I'll just stick it with it like that. So yeah, this here is now done. So 428.76, and that doesn't include a lot of the other stuff. So overall, not a bad turnaround. So then I can just update this and then delete the remarks. That's done. And then on Brick Store, I can select everything, delete, and save document, and now I'm done with that. And then I don't know if I showed it, but there's 4 figures here that I was able to rebuild for eBay from this lot, so that's all good. And actually there's a couple more, but they didn't have the listings active anymore, so they just ended up in the waiting for photos slot thing in the box. So got more mail today. Let's see what they were. I opened them up. This one here is one that I haven't the slightest idea at all what I went to this store for, but it is promising that the arms on the sides of the torsos are up, because that hopefully means that they've actually been checked for cracks. Well, hopefully, and bite marks and stuff like that as well, but honestly, I have no idea why I went to the store. I know that this part here is 4 dimensions, and so is this part, but I think I also needed this part. But yeah, this is otherwise just a couple random parts, I guess. So let's put this back in the envelope. Okay, and then next was this one here. Let's get it open. One moment. There we go. This one here, I went to the store for these legs because I needed some for a couple of minifigures, and I need them brand new condition. So I got those, and then I got this helmet thing here for dimensions, and then I also needed this guy here, which although well, it's not here anymore. I did find one of him in a lot in the lot yesterday that I was working on, but that one was damaged and stuff like that, and I had already ordered this one, so I can use this to rebuild him for eBay and stuff like that. So let me just put this one back here into this container. So there's that. And then in this one, I went to this store for, get it open real quick. Okay, this one, I went to this store for one thing in particular, which was this hair piece right here. It's the one Princess Leia one, and that one there, it's yeah, not many stores have it. I don't have it, and there's like, well, I don't remember how many, but there's multiple Princess Leia minifigures that don't have any dimensions, with this here is the only exclusive piece. And then they had a couple other parts I needed, which made it worth it. And they had a dark pink helmet, and I'm not sure if you remember if you watched that part, but I raised the prices on the helmets because I didn't want to sell anymore, and I didn't want to take them out of the drawers. But I already sold another dark pink helmet, $8.50 for just one of these helmets right here. So yeah, who knows at this rate? It's, yeah, I think I won't be able to use many of these torsos, but at least the torsos still have good value, and I still have like 70 or so of them, so I will still have some at least. So there is that, and I can sell them on their own if need be, even if I can't get the helmets to sell them complete, but I'm not going to complain. And so then here is this one, which is, I think, yeah, this one here, I went to the store for this helmet right here, which, as you can see, it is the dual molded Stormtrooper helmet. I think it's a Stormtrooper. And then I also picked up this gold helmet, and then this Imperial Guard type helmet. So those three helmets there are for dimensions, and then the rest of this here is just parts I needed for minifigures, for rebuilding on eBay. And then lastly was this one right here. One moment, let me dump it out. And I don't think that there's anything for dimensions in this one. Yeah, this here, I had ordered it before I had gotten the one that I just rebuilt from the one lot, so that one I don't need anymore. This one here I need for eBay. Then this one here, you can already see through the bag. Let's get that to focus. You can just see how dirty this pair of legs is and stuff like that. And this is like I think there's several dollars for that pair of legs and stuff like that, but yeah. Who knows? Then just a couple more minifigures. A Hawkeye, I think that's who he is. Pyro guy. Captain America. Mr. Freeze. Space Police guy. And the Circus Strongman. So yeah, then there's lots of stuff to work on for rebuilding for eBay. I've got to start pulling orders soon, but I think I'm going to just first add a few dimensions, and then the other dimensions, because from which drawer? Hunted, I think it is. I realized that I do actually have this part right here, so I was able to grab a few dimensions for that again yesterday, and those have been approved now. So let's see here. From $9.59, I only had a few more, so $9.59, refreshing, down to, well, it's still loading. Hopefully Bricklink's not broken. There we go. So $9.55 now. So yeah, only a slight difference. But then with these parts here in all the different orders, hopefully should be able to get a decent amount of them added as well. So yeah, I'm going to just work on these a little bit, and then I'll start pulling orders. So yeah, then that is the helmet there, $8.50 for the helmet, and then one torso for $7.50, and then one green spaceman for $35, and then one dark pink spaceman for $20. And so yeah, the dark pink spaceman Lenny has definitely been going up in value quite a bit lately. So yeah, considering he's got an $8 average sales price, and I just sold him for $20, I'm in $13 per set for this one right here. So yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, I could have gotten more, but I know I didn't, and I was kind of unexpected his increase in value, but not bad nonetheless. And so yeah, then I can still hopefully be able to rebuild him a couple more times at least for Bricklink. So yeah, the set that sold the other week, well, actually not the other week, I mean earlier this week. Oh wait, no, it was last week, I think. But I think it was just shipped out, oh, I want to say Friday. One second, let's see. Status changed. Okay, well, wait, what? I'm confused. Okay, no, it was just changed today. Today's May 9. Okay, so for it's ordered March 27 and stuff like that. Okay, well, I think I shipped it out on Friday last week, and it's it's Tuesday this week, and they already marked it as completed and left feedback. So that's pretty good. That's already all done. So using just these parts here, these 3 parts that I didn't have, this here is the dual molded one, and then the Imperial one, and then the one for whoever this person's name was again. I was able to, for changes, there was these ones up here. I had accidentally put the wrong number for this one there, all the way down to here. So that is what, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Minus 1 for packing dimensions for this. So 17 different minifigures were able to have their packing dimensions added now because of these, so that's good. There from just the first order. So now I am going to go ahead and process that order, and then I can get ahead to the next order. But before that, I'm going to try to rebuild a couple of minifigures for Bricklink and eBay, probably just the Bricklink ones first, and then the eBay ones and stuff like that. So I'll work on that real quick, and then I'll probably continue processing orders. And Lenny is now relisted. So just the dimensions for the one minifigure there is still pending approval. So now I can go to this page, I believe. So then we can see it was at 950. It had been going down a little bit. So let's refresh it, and it'll take a second. So it's down to 928. So at this rate, we'll be below 900 pretty soon. So that's pretty cool. And then I still have these ones up here that I didn't get to today that I'll work on later. I do have the helmet here for them, but I just didn't have time to get around to it because some of these have really weird setups and stuff like that. Like, why does this guy have a tire and everything? So yeah, I just didn't get to that stuff today, but hopefully I can get some of that stuff tomorrow. So yeah, pretty good progress. So just a random unrelated update. I finally have it now. So then, for example, on my project, just I do for the fun of it, if you go to random pages, and now you can hit the login box. Actually, don't want to show my login info, and then log in. It just stays on the same page. It used to just redirect to the home page, and just the login box right here. One second, let me just remove this, and then erase this stuff here. But then this box alone took like over a full day to make. It is just crazy how complicated some of this stuff can be, even with ChatGPT. And by a full day to make, for the most part, that meant just the technical side of actually getting it to find the proper username, display errors when errors are needed, and then actually log a user in. So it was just a whole bunch of complicated stuff, but eventually it worked. I'm no expert, but that seems like way too many forks. Well, whenever I get downstairs and I see that, then that means we had another power outage. But I guess I didn't notice it this time because, yeah, I guess I never noticed it for once. But yeah, I got one order in the mail today, and there's this one here, and I was looking at it, I'm like, well, this doesn't really seem like quite enough for me to have placed an order, and then I was looking closely, and I saw this torso here, and then I remembered that I had ordered 6 of them, because that was the only thing that really made it worthwhile, and then I only got one in the mail today. So, immediately what I assumed is that there's like, every now and then I've caught it before when I'm listing something where I accidentally press the 4 instead of the 1 because it's right above it. But if you only have 1, how do you press the 6? It's completely opposite of it and everything like that. So yeah, I messaged them about it. So yeah, I won't worry about processing this order until I hear back and get that resolved. Just in case, I don't know, something, I don't know. Probably doesn't hurt to process it now, but oh well. And then there's a random thing on the floor. These things never like to stay in the garbage can. They like to go everywhere. Those things are like really static or something like that. But yeah, then this here is the end of the vlog. So thank you for watching. If you got this far, my goal is to probably call this CR8 today if all goes well, although plans may change. We're not sure yet entirely, but most likely it will be today. But yeah, then today's a Wednesday, so the next vlog should be out on Saturday. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog.